Okay, we're on Pakenham Road, and why is it called Pakenham Road? In 1782, the Pakenham and Vesey families came into possession of Monkstown, an area of several hundred acres at the time, which included modern-day Dunleary and Glenageary. The family then gave their names, according as the area was developed, they gave their names to streets and terraces in modern, if you like, developing Monkstown. Now, if you add in the titles of the family, you have the Viscount de Vesey, which is the title of the Vesey family, who were also Baron Napton. Longford, Lord Longford, was the title of the Pakenham family. So when you add them all, de Vesey, Vesey, Pakenham, Lord Longford, Baron Napton, you have many of the street names of Monkstown. We're now in front of the Quaker meeting house. There was a substantial Quaker population in Monkstown when this was built in 1832. And the Quakers were essentially merchants and industrialists. They would have been very involved, for instance, in the development of the railway. And the railway came to Kingstown, Monkstown, Salt Hill, Monkstown in 1834. As well as being industrialists, merchants, they were also noted for their extraordinary contribution during the Great Irish Famine of 1845 to 1849, when the people of the Quaker community gathered or collected a considerable amount of money and distributed materials, food and equipment for fishing and so on to communities, rural communities around the country. A small indication of what they also did locally is to be seen just as we go along Pakenham Road. This modest little plaque, characteristically modest for the Quakers indeed, is indicative of the relief work that they did locally here in Monkstown, a prosperous and wealthy area, but the Quakers also provided a soup kitchen in this area, something that was made available also throughout the country. They say that children should be seen and not heard. Curiously, with the Monkstown stream, it can be heard but not seen. We can hear it under the road. This is very significant because what we have is the convergence of two streams. The stream coming down from Glenageary, which typically locally would be known as Mickey Bryan Stream, has converged with the Monkstown stream coming down Monkstown Valley. These streams then go down and enter the sea where the old coal harbour is in Dunleary nowadays. The stream was enormously significant. The estuary was a point at which the Dún of Leire was established in the 5th century. It was where the monks landed when they arrived from Inishpatrick and established their monastery in the old graveyard. That stream also passed by the castle. It was critical for the location of the castle. And much later again, the harbour of Dunleary was built where that estuary occurred. So the stream, heard but not seen, but enormously significant. From one stream to another, it's important, I suppose, to draw attention as well to an important element of Monkstown which has since vanished. This was the site of the original Juggy's Well. Juggy's Well was the source of drinking water, safe drinking, clean drinking water for the poor of this area. It seems to have also been used by ships in the harbour in Kingstown who came here to collect water for the ship journey. For many years, it was the resource, or the local people had recourse to it, until the introduction of the Vartry Water Scheme in 1869. As one can imagine, there were difficulties from time to time. Cholera was widespread, and there were several attacks in Kingstown, Monkstown at that time. However, the well, of great importance, was possibly the reason that Monkstown Hospital was also established in this site, at the site now where Monkstown Gate apartments are, established in 1834.